Dancing cause she love it. 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 Dancing cause she love it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about where I've been, some changes that have happened, and I have some exciting news. Clearly you guys can see by the title of my video that I can cross off one of my goals for the year because I'm getting my BBL. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so first change is my house is done. So I'm gonna be able to do my house tour that I've been promising you guys. I know my last video was, I think it was a tour of my room. I think that was my very last video. That was a few months ago. And when I made that video, my couch was actually on its way, and now it's here and it's up and stuff. And I have the rest of my decorations. I just got a desk and a chair this week, and my iMac is on its way so I can edit my videos and be more consistent with you guys. So yeah, I don't really have a reason as to where I've been. I've kind of just been living life through coronavirus, being lazy, just chilling out, you know. So yeah, no excuse there. Second change, my hair is red now. I just dyed it red. It was just honey blonde not too long ago, and before that, you've seen it was black. So yeah, but I'm kind of getting tired of it already. I'm probably gonna change it up again after I come back. Let's get right into the BBL info. So I know at the very beginning of the year, I made my goal list, and one of my goals was to get a BBL. And so that's finally happening. And I actually go in 16 days. That's when I leave. Yeah. No. That's when I actually get my BBL. So I think I leave in like 14 days. So 2 weeks. And I'm getting my full abdomen, I'm getting my full back, and I'm getting my arms because I don't want my arms not to match my body. I don't want to be skinny with chubby arms. Not a fan of that look. And I'm getting my chin. So all this gots to go. So those are the areas I'm getting. I already said when I'm going. So 2 weeks is when I leave. I actually booked back in April, but the closest date they had available was September 30th, which is my surgery day. So back when I booked in April, she said my doctor was booked out until the end of September, which was actually good for me. Like, I would have preferred, you know, to just go ASAP, but I didn't want to be in my faja in the summer and sweating and not being able to swim and stuff like that. So I decided that September would be perfect. It's the end of summer, and I can bundle up and wear my faja and wear clothes and not be sweating and not want to take it off and stuff. So that's a really good time. So I'm happy about that. Where I'm going to Miami. Last year, or yeah, like the beginning of last year, I did go get some consultations out here, but I felt like their results weren't dramatic. I feel like their results weren't dramatic enough for me. So I don't know why I just tried to like mix dramatic and drastic, but yeah. I feel like their results weren't dramatic enough for me, and they're kind of well, they're not expensive. I mean, those are like regular prices in other states here and everywhere else. But compared to Miami, I would be paying a lot more and probably getting only like half of the results that Miami does. So I decided to just go to Miami. I mean, it's going to be a little bit cheaper and I'm going to get the results that I want, so why not? How the booking and the getting my date selected worked. So I actually like have been trying to find a doctor since, that was kind of scary. My ring light just did something weird. But I've been looking for a doctor since like a month before I made that goal video. Like, I was actively searching and trying to figure out what doctor I wanted because I knew this year was going to be the year for my BBL. So I researched for like almost, I want to say like 5 months before I finally picked my doctor. Like, I was trying to find a doctor for me, because you know, all doctors aren't even in their skills in certain areas. So I needed a doctor, I wanted a doctor that was really good on like hips and like shapes more. Like, he knew how to shape a body basically. Like, I want a doctor that's really good with lipo and still knows how to fill in areas. And not all, surprisingly, you know, not all doctors are like that. So some doctors are just better at creating butts and creating projection and bigger booties and bigger hips and stuff, but they're not as good with like lipo. So like they'll give you a flat stomach, but you'll still look kind of big, and I didn't want that. Like, I wanted someone who was really aggressive with lipo and knew how to fill in the areas. And then some doctors are just really good with lipo, but they don't really know how to like sculpt the fat back the way I like. So it took me a while, and I finally decided on my doctor, and I hit up his Instagram, and one of the whoever runs the Instagram replied, and they asked me for my email, and they had a surgical coordinator email me, and then she asked me what I wanted to get, and she asked me for pictures of myself and like my stats, like my weight, my height, and then she asked for like all my medical history and stuff. And after a couple days, she messaged me back, and she told me that I was a really good candidate for a BBL. So that is how that went. And then she ended up telling me, you know, we don't have any dates in the next couple months, so would you be okay with waiting? Because my doctor was getting really popular at that time, and his prices just went up, and like he did a celebrity's body, and she like promoted it and stuff. So that's kind of why that happens. But so I wish I kind of would have booked and just been more decisive earlier, so I could have maybe got like an earlier September date and the price would have been a little bit cheaper. But hey, who cares? It's all good. Everything's working out the way it should be. So that's how the booking process worked. And then she just called me and asked me to read my card number and pay my deposit down, and then it locked in my date and my surgery. So, and then you can keep paying on it as you go, like up until your surgery date. You can either pay off the full amount right then and there, or you can pay like each week, each month, 2 times a week, 2 times a month. It don't really matter, up until your pre-op day, which is the day right before surgery. And then that's when you pay your final balance, or you can just wait and go in there with the rest of your money right then, and then just pay it all off, however many thousands it is. And then yeah, that's how booking works. How I found my doctor. How I found my doctor was a girl I'm friends with on Facebook. She got a BBL, I think last year, and I think I asked her like how she found her doctor and stuff last year, and she told me she was gonna add me to the surgery group on Facebook. So I was already in one of those groups, and then I kind of just would see girls post about other doctors and stuff, and then I'd look at their Instagrams, and then I'd find out about other Facebook groups, and then I just found more and more doctors until I had a whole bunch of options. And then I kind of just wrote down all the options that I liked, and then over time I would just narrow them down by taking out doctors with things that I didn't like about them, that I just wasn't willing to budge on. Like there's a doctor that I wanted, and he was really good at hips, but like I said, he wasn't that great with lipo, and I didn't want to be left with like a flat, thick stomach, if that makes sense. So I had to like go through a whole bunch of doctors and finally make my final decision. But yeah, there's a lot of doctors on Instagram you can check out. I think you can just like search BBL, and a lot of them will hashtag that on their before and afters, or you can look up BBL on Facebook, and a lot of the surgery groups will pop up. And then you kind of just go through the girls' results, and they're really honest and open, and it's really easy to see like all the doctors' strong suits and their weak suits. So that's really nice. And then you kind of just pick the doctor that's good at the look that you're going for. Not all doctors are good at not all looks, and everybody wants like a different look. And the foundation of your body, so what you start with, like your before, that is a big role in your after results. So yeah, you kind of just have to like look through them and just make that decision. So I've been getting a lot of questions about like, am I gonna record and stuff like that? So yes, I definitely am gonna record. I've been thinking for like the past month now that I needed to make this video so that I would be able to make all my vlogs of like going there and packing and the stuff you need to bring, and like my after surgery and the pain levels and like how everything works, and just all that informative stuff for girls that are unsure or just want to like see somebody go through it first. I know a lot of girls that I personally know on my Facebook and stuff have been asking me to record because they really want to do it, but they're like scared or whatever the case is. So I'm definitely going to be recording from the day I pack, which is probably going to be sometime next week, when the rest of my supplies gets here. And then I'm going to record on my flight there, and then pre-op and how that stuff works, and right after surgery, and then the next couple days, and then my way home. And then I'm probably going to stop for a few days, and then we'll know like a few weeks, and I'm going to update you guys of like my couple weeks post-op and my changes and how I look, and like then my 1 month, then my 3 month, then my 6 month, and then my 1 year, and all that stuff, so that you can see how my body changes over time. Because I know when I was researching, I was really like watching YouTube videos. Like I wanted to see how much your body changes like over the months and stuff, because I didn't want to not know what to expect. Like I didn't want to get out of surgery and see my body and it's gonna be all swollen and stuff's not gonna look the way you envision when you think like how you're gonna look after surgery. Like it's not gonna look that great. Like some girls do look really great coming out of surgery, but most girls don't. And you have to wait for the swelling to go down, and you have to wait for your butt to fluff out and stuff like that. So I just wanted to be aware of all that, so I didn't like disappoint myself or like freak out or anything. So yeah, I was watching a lot of those, and there's like some major changes from when you first got out of surgery up until like 6 months. So I'm gonna be definitely making those videos for you guys. And yeah, how people are reacting to my BBL. Surprisingly, people are reacting really well to me. Like I've been very open ever since my goal video. Like when girls have been asking me like, do you know when you're gonna go and stuff like that. And when I finally booked, I announced it on Facebook and in my surgery groups and stuff, and I've been getting like really good support. There has been, you know, like those couple of haters that like are jealous or they don't believe in surgery or whatever, but that don't faze me because I don't live my life for other people, and I want my body done. So I don't really care how it affects other people, because it shouldn't affect anybody else, because it's my body. So yeah, I know some girls get like really bad negativity from their friends and or their family, and my family doesn't really have an opinion about it, so that's good. And my friends are really supportive. Like my best friend actually just booked a couple weeks, I think like last week or the week before. I've been trying to get her to book since I booked, because this is just something that we've talked about for a long time. And since I made that jump, I was like, she needs to jump on it so that we can do this thing together. And her surgery is actually in December, so that's really exciting. I'll be healed enough to help her. So yeah, that's gonna be really fun. Our birthdays are exactly a week apart, so it's gonna be pretty interesting having like new bodies on our birthday and stuff. So that'll be fun, and I'm really excited. And yeah, so yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope I answered all your guys' like questions that you would have about like how starting your research happens, and like how you can start looking into getting a BBL if you're interested. And sorry for keeping you guys waiting so long for this video, but I'm back and I'm not going anywhere. I'm in this, and yeah, I'm ready to just keep you guys updated. I'm ready to get my YouTube channel back popping. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and share this video for me so that we can help other girls, you know, figure it all out and help them get their dream bodies, because I'm all for that. I feel like if you don't like something, you should just change it. Why not? Whatever makes you happy. As long as it's not hurting nobody else, it doesn't matter.